Hi, this is Abhimanyu, and I'm here with the three M's of the film 800: MS Sripathy, Madhur Mittal, and Muttiah Muralitharan. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. And I know it's a busy schedule. You guys are just traveling around the city. So thanks for this. And it's always a good time. I'll start with you, MS. It's always a good time when your film goes out to more people. So you had the theatrical as well, and now through JioCinema, it will gonna reach out to millions of more. Is it like a release again? Are you that nervous, or are the nerves past now?
Not nervous now because we have come out with the film and people have given their response and we are happy with it. But it's certainly a second innings, another chance to reach a lot of people. So we are quite happy, and I think it's a very good space now for filmmakers where we can reach a lot more people after the theatrical release. So it feels really good.
This is to Madhur and MS, both of you. What was the biggest challenge in bringing out his story? First of all, for you, while you were trying to conceptualize the story, which was the part that you felt was the most challenging? And for Madhur, which was the part that you felt was the toughest to bring out on screen?
So the life in itself, to take his life, it's very eventful. And then what he has experienced in his life, it's extraordinary. It's not like every one of us will happen in our lives. So it's very rare. And then creating a story out of it was a very challenging thing. Where to begin, where to end. So it has to come into a film format, right? So no templates will help because each individual is different. So if you take different biopics, everything will have its own structure. So we realized we have to encapsulate the complete life in a way that we understand from where he has been created into a champion. So what it takes. And so it's not just about his exploits in the cricket field, it's about fighting for an identity as an individual, trying to understand who we are and who we can be.
And I think one of the biggest challenges, apart from the obvious challenges of making sure that we get the look right, the action, it's a biopic about an absolute legend, an icon, someone that's so familiar. Anyone who's ever seen cricket in the last 30 years definitely knows exactly what Murli sir's action looks like, knows exactly how he is on the field. But I think the real challenge, and we've talked about this a bunch of times, is making sure that you don't end up making it like the lowest common denominator, like getting stuck in the mimicry of it all, and it ending up being a gimmick sort of thing, and through that you end up almost like making a mockery out of someone like who's such a legend. So we wanted to make sure that the story doesn't get lost in all of that, and the emotions and the truth of what this film is all about, so that the audience can immerse themselves in it completely, and we hope that we'll be successful in achieving that.
Murli sir, one question that we've had so many cricket biopics in India, abroad, everywhere, and what they always tend to do is, and where 800 is different, I'll tell you, is that they always tend to sort of gloss over the controversial part or whatever it is. They try to keep it as safe as possible. You went in a little too honest here. it was never about okay, we won't talk about this or we won't talk about that. What was that? No fear or anything from your side? I'll talk about everything.
No, because it's not fear, because we had fear when I was living, right? At those stages, it is not that easy to forget. But you're beyond that, you're gone, your life is, right? So it has to be truth. So when you putting a biopic, first place, I was not that interested, right? So my manager convinced me to do that, and it is good for everyone. So I was convinced, and then I started doing that. Once you started, I was just saying to director Sripathy that make sure that it's a true story rather than anything. So I told him that you have to go and research it yourself, because whatever I know from my part, you can interview me and get all the stories about me. Then you go and all the friends, even who doesn't like me, right? There are in the cricket board, and there are some people sometimes they don't like me and all. No, so interview everyone. So he did that research for 2 years almost, and then he came up with, and I want him to be honest and make sure that nothing should be portrayed or make him nicer and everything. So whatever the controversial doesn't matter.
That's what millions of people will do. I'll come to you, Sripathy. When you were making this film, a lot of like from the production time, a lot of controversies happened about the casting, this and that. Did that ever deter you? Did that ever irritate you? Okay, I'm just trying to tell a story. Why are people fixated about who is being cast and who is not being cast? Or what was that like that time?
See, the truth is that obviously when you're preparing to go for a shoot and you've worked with an actor for so long, and him taking extra effort to unlearn what he has done because he has to do a biopic, play a character. And a lot of effort was put, and so it was all certainly disappointing. But the film was about Mr. Muttiah Muralitharan's life. So
Right.
the actor, whoever is on board, will have to make sure that they carry that character in them, right? So
Hmm.
the USP of the film is Mr. Muttiah Muralitharan.
Right.
Our only concern was that we need a good actor now to come on board and do that. So once we saw Madhur's audition tape, then that's it. Then we were so happy about it. And then when he came on board, I think there are no regrets. And looking back, I think we have done the right choice. In fact, Vijay Sethupathi called me and he said, I think even I wouldn't have been so convincing, especially with the
Wow.
cricketing part and stuff. So the way he has
Right,
bowled, the
right.
way he has he was very, very happy for the film.
Thank you, Madhur. Thank you, Murli sir. Thank you, Sripathy. That was a wonderful chat, and all the best again for the film, so that the millions of people can watch it and enjoy themselves. And take care. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thanks.
you.